If that's not practical, please make sure they're held or easily within your reach. And if you cannot figure out who the adult in your group is, I can't help you. For everybody else, please remain seated, keeping arms, legs, head, fingers, and toes inside the car at all times. And please refrain from smoking or eating unless you brought enough to share with everybody.
Fire station or the other one? The other one. Yeah. What's the other one called?
We'll say goodbye to Mike as we leave Susquehanna Station, passing now by Susquehanna Plantation on the left.
Yeah.
If you look off to the side, you'll see that field there. They are growing what the Susquehanna Plantation grew back in the 1840s and 50s. Tobacco is on those little mounds on the left, and corn, beans, and squash are on the right. Now, the combination of corn, beans, and squash is actually known as the Three Sisters. It's a very, very old farming technique. It actually helps all of those vegetables grow better if they grow together. Our Susquehanna Plantation is actually very typical of what a plantation would have looked like. It was a 700-acre plantation in the Tidewater region of Maryland, not so much those big fancy mansions. Susquehanna is actually a little more cabin-like. And kind of a big difference to the farm we're coming up to now on the left, that is the Daggett Farmhouse. That was built in 1750 in East Andover, Connecticut. And it's a good demonstration of what life was like in the years leading up to the American Revolution. Highly recommend stopping by later, checking it out. Now the locomotive pulling us today is the Edison. It was actually built by Ford Motor Company in 1932. Made out of about 3 or 4 different sort of columns together. We actually gave it the nickname Franken engine for that exact reason. That big jet of steam on the left is the engine blowdown. That's how you guys enjoy the sights and the sounds of railroading as it would have been in the late 1800s and early 1900s. Restoration project Greenfield Village is doing. In fact, if you look to your right through the trees, you might be able to see a little bit of the Rouge River down there. Now the Rouge, to locals, does not exactly have a great reputation. On days where it's about 90 or 100 degrees, you actually smell the Rouge before you see it. Yeah, it's not pretty. But Greenfield Village decided that it wanted to have a little more local pride and decided it wanted to try to clean up as much as it could. So everything back here was allowed to go back to its natural state, and because of that, the water quality has improved. We've also seen some species return to this area we haven't seen in about 50 years. Yeah, that's a big 5-0, that many years. We now have a full herd of white-tailed deer as well as coyotes, possums, foxes, skunks. About 20 great blue herons, and the first pair of nesting bald eagles that Dearborn has seen in 5 decades. So yay for the Oxbow. Walnut Grove Activities Field on the left. That's where we host a lot of our outdoor events. In fact, every Saturday in the summer at 1:30 we have a historic baseball game. That's where we play by rules set up in the 1860s. And those rules include stuff like no cursing, no spitting, and no gloves. So yeah, they do all have to touch their bandit. On the left, that is the Henry Ford Academy High School. It's a charter public high school where the students here attend for free. They are chosen by lottery, and their only requirement is that you have to be residents of Wayne County. Now, if you're looking at the building and you've actually walked around the village a little bit before you hopped on, you might notice it looks a lot like the carousel. That is because that's where the carousel was. So prior to the 1990s, the carousel was actually down here. It was moved up to Main Street when we did some renovations. I have no idea what that whistle was, but all right. On the left, you'll see some converted children's cars, not too different from what we're sitting in right now. These are actually the senior classrooms for the academy. Probably the coolest classrooms I've ever seen. Actually, they've been taken over by our summer camp kids during the week. That's pretty fancy. Further up ahead, we're going to get a little education of our own. We're listening for 2 long whistles, 1 short and 1 long. That is the North American signal for a railroad crossing. You'll hear it more than any other whistle in Greenfield Village. Greenfield Village's mascot. We have a snapping turtle down there about the size of a trash can lid. He's probably been here since we opened in 1929, and it's very good luck to see him if we do see him, but his name is Godzilla, if that gives you any idea how big he is. Sometimes he shows up, sometimes he doesn't, but usually you see him right at this curve. If we don't, oh well. Beyond that, right up ahead is the Martha Mary Chapel. That is a non-denominational chapel serving the village. It was built in 1929, and it's named after Henry Ford's mother-in-law, Martha Bryant, and his mother, Mary Ford. And the enduring mystery here is why he put his mother-in-law's name first. Personally, I think he was trying to earn some points. That's what I'd do if I was opening up a chapel. On the left coming up is the Taste of History restaurant. That's a cafeteria-style sit-down restaurant with a wide variety of food. It's pretty well known for its macaroni and cheese ball things. That's pretty fabulous. They give you a bowl that's like, you know, the size of your head. There's also cookies the size of your head as well. They just give you big portions. Eagle Tavern next door to that. That white building there, serving food from the 1840s and 1850s, back when it was a stagecoach stop in the city of Clinton, Michigan. And if you're the type of person who has a sideways type driver's license, I recommend their hot toddies. They are fabulous. And now we're coming into Smith Street Station. So it's a great jumping off point to get to both of those restaurants, as well as things like the Carousel, the Playground, Roundhouse, Railroad Junction, Liberty Craftworks, Glassworks. Pretty much anywhere you can get on foot except for maybe the Fortune Tires. And I'd ask everybody please remain seated till we come to a complete stop. We are waiting on one short whistle blast, letting us know it's to exit on the left side only. Please exit this way.